Hey, this is Timothy Eldrith, and I will be discussing my experience going to a Toastmasters meeting in Knoxville. First off, the woman who I had contact with was Sharon Burlingame. Her email is sburlingame, burlingame at pstcc.edu. The location of my meeting was Wallace Memorial Baptist Church, and the name of the meeting was Fountain City Toastmasters. I went to the meeting virtually, and to be honest, I didn't know what to expect because, Professor McCarroll had explained it in a way where I thought it was kind of like people stand up and talk about different things, but there was much more variety than I thought. Starting off, the first thing they did after introductions, so introducing everyone in the group, was doing table topics. So these were little talks that each person did, and one of the guys did one on a trip he took to Vegas, I think, 4 weeks ago, and how busy him and his wife were, and he mentioned him going to a Cowboys game, which I appreciated, being a Cowboys fan myself. So it was good, and I liked seeing all the different talks. I mean, you hear people talk all the time, but like it was really nice seeing these people talk about topics they really had passion about, and another woman talking, and just hearing all these different stories. And it's refreshing when you go to something like this and there's still people trying to learn and heighten their communication skills even past when they're in school. So that was really good to see. I'm checking this. Yeah, all of the discussions were very well curated, and there was a lot more order to the meeting than I thought. I don't know what exactly I expected, but like there being like the CEO, or not the CEO, the president, and then like the VP of education, and then like the timekeeper, and the person who holds up the red or yellow and red, yellow, and green whenever like the times are right. It was much more involved than I thought, it was a lot more exciting for me because there was like people doing different things, and there was a person in the back that was like the watcher of the group, and at the end she told them how they all did, and there was a grammar keeper, which was Sharon, or I don't know if it was grammar keeper, but there was something like that where it was just very interesting to see how organized it was. It was, like I said, it was refreshing. Let's see, the agenda, like I said, we went from introductions into table topics, which took about 20 minutes, if I had to say, 20 minutes. And then there was one long speaker. I missed her name, but I believe she was she wasn't, I don't know what her position was there, but she had one of the positions, and she spoke for a while on her experiences in like childhood, and it was very insightful. People talk about their personal lives around you sometimes, like family and such, but getting to hear about people's life experiences that you don't have any prior notice on it's very good. I mean, I'm very personable, and I see that as like I try to be the person that can talk out and share life experiences. So it was nice to see someone else kind of talk like that, and I don't know. It was I loved the whole meeting. Let me just see what else I gotta go over. So I attended online, sadly, because I put it off to a point where all my rest of my Thursdays were filled up. But I did really enjoy it. The date of mine, if today is the 7th, I went on the 4th of December, right before my birthday, which is on the 5th. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. The presentation skills, let me see. I think, and it was funny to see, people in the class, like the class I'm in at Pellissippi, not everyone is like a pro at speaking. Of course, I'm not a pro at speaking, but these older people, they were all very good at speaking, which is, like I said, good to see someone at that age, and thinking like, hopefully when I'm that age, I'll be able to speak that well about stories about my life, and I don't know, I hope I will be able to. Anyway, so I definitely would like to return to the club, hopefully in person next time. One thing that stuck out to me at the end of the meeting was they talked to me about kind of like my view into the club, and as a younger perspective, had me talk for a second. And so that was very nice, and they were all very welcoming, even though I was just online and had my camera off most of the time. But at the end of it, I turned my camera on and turned my mic on, and I talked to them, and they were all very nice and welcoming, and it was a great experience overall. And so, yeah, I loved it. I'll probably go back to another one in person, but that's all I have for this experience. Thank you.